5 surprisingly slow modern cars to 60 miles per hour. Hello everyone, how are you doing? One of the most noticeable features of today's vehicles, apart from increased comfort and safety, is the performance. Modern hot hatches have acceleration times of yesterday's supercars, and even the most ordinary family sedans or crossovers have 0 to 60 miles per hour time well below 10 seconds. The evolution of drivetrain technology, close ratio automatics, and turbochargers has sort of turned today's vehicles into yesterday's drag races. Despite these advancements though, there are still some modern cars that are painfully slow. So slow that you might think the engines were broken. Let's get started. Number 1. The Tata Nano. The Tata Nano was once considered the next big thing in affordable transportation, since it was advertised as the world's cheapest car at just below $3,000. However, for that kind of money, you got the equally tiny performance and power output. The 600cc engine with a mighty 37 horsepower and 51 Nm of torque was just enough to take it to 60 miles per hour top speed. Although somebody could consider the Nano specifications adequate for urban driving, acceleration times were perhaps the biggest surprise. At a whopping 29.4 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour, the Nano was one of the slowest modern vehicles on sale, including trucks, pickups, and buses. A full half a minute time for accelerating to 60 miles per hour made the Tata Nano not only terribly slow, but also quite dangerous, since it was well below the standards of normal traffic dynamics. Just imagine driving a Tata Nano in rush hour, trying to jump from the traffic light and keep up with the rest of the cars. Scary. Number 2. The Volkswagen Golf SDI Mark V. Even though Golf diesels have never really been hot hatches, they usually represent a decent balance between performance and economy. However, this version is surprisingly slow and incredibly dull to drive. That would be the Volkswagen Golf 2.0 SDI, sold from 2004 till 2009. At an incredible 16.7 seconds to 60 miles per hour, this Golf is easily beaten by far smaller and cheaper cars. But how could a 2-litre be so slow? The reason, of course, is that it's the SDI version, a non-turbo diesel engine with just 75 horsepower, in a Golf. Considering the Mark V Golf weighs over 1.3 tons, it's clear that 75 horsepower isn't even going to cut it for any decent performance. That said, the SDI is extremely fuel efficient, and more importantly, absolutely bulletproof. If you're a cheapskate who's never in a hurry, seriously, then it might be an option for you. Number 3. The Daewoo Matiz. Just a step up from the Tata Nano, we have the Daewoo Matiz. Quite popular in Europe and Asia, the Matiz is a tiny car with an 800cc engine and 53 horsepower. Compared to the Tata Nano, the Matiz could be considered a performance model, since it's almost 12 seconds faster to 60 miles per hour. However, before you think that the Matiz is a fast car, it still needs a whopping 17.6 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour. It's cheap and fuel efficient, sure, but that's slow as hell. Number 4. The Smart Fortwo Diesel. Although the original Smart Fortwo initially proved to be quite a success, at least on the European market, today Smart is struggling to sell them. The unique concept was well received by the people looking for fashionable urban transportation, which could be parked anywhere and with low running costs. To improve the already fantastic fuel consumption, Smart introduced a diesel version with an 800cc engine and just 45 horsepower. For people looking just for a great fuel economy, this was fine. But for those who expected some performance, it was a terrible disappointment. Amazingly, the 0 to 60 miles per hour time for the Smart Fortwo diesel is just below 20 seconds, which is hilarious and close to the acceleration of a double-decker bus. Luckily, these days, the Smart Fortwo electric is way better, with a 0 to 60 time of around 12 seconds, and it's even more efficient. Number 5. The Mitsubishi iMiev, the Citroën C0, and the Peugeot Ion. Mitsubishi's attempt to introduce cheap and modern electric vehicles was a little disappointing, but I suppose everything new is. Although it was a good car, a range of 80 miles and a price of around £17,000 was pretty damn off-putting for most. With a 0 to 60 time of 15.9 seconds too, in an age of blisteringly quick electric vehicles, it seems very slow. To be fair, it's pretty nippy off the line due to its single gear, but still. Its high price meant that sales were rather low, and its low range meant it could only really be used for short journeys. That said, they were one of the first mainstream manufacturers to make an EV, so we have to commend them for that. Let's just hope that the next gen iMiev is a little bit quicker. So there you are. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like or dislike the video. Cheers!